Now then, people, it's Joe. It's All Leeds TV. It's Oscar. It's All Leeds TV. I'm really sorry I'm late. I've just been, my head's blown off with this shitstorm that's come Leeds United's way over a tweet. And I just want to give my 10 pennathon because I've just been looking at some of the responses and some of the tweets. This isn't about gender. Why do people have to make it about gender? Look, where was the outcry from the media for Gabby Agbonlahor when Leeds United were, tweeting about him? If this was Robbie Savage getting tweeted out by the club, nothing would be said. At the end of the day, the lass that's done the punditry, it's lazy. She's not done a research because prior to the lockdown, Leeds United were on a 5-game unbeaten run and had conceded no goals. And you've got Jimmy agreeing with Karen as well, saying basically, oh yeah, spot on. Leeds were only promoted because of COVID. Now, what I also want to say as well, Oscar, I know you've tweeted out and said your 10 pennant as well. What about every single player that played in that championship winning team that won the league by 10 points? What about Bielsa and his coaching staff? What about Radrazani? What about everyone in the club being told, guess what? You only went up on a technicality anyway because of COVID. Fuck off. It's bullshit. And it's really, really lazy. And I think it's really, really lazy that people like Rio Ferdinand, etc., are all coming out now on the back of and saying, oh, yeah, delete the tweet and all that. It's a lot of bullshit. And it's because of gender, and it shouldn't be about gender. Even Radrazani's tweeted out now. I don't know if you've had a chance to see that, Oscar, but Radrazani's had to come out and defend it.
The thing is, mate, I'm not letting that just get overshadow a fantastic win for this.
You're right.
If you want to be a pundit and you want to criticise the team, not make allegations, but make things about like saying burnout, this and that, and that, and then compare it to something where there's nothing to be compared to. These were in fantastic form before COVID came along. We won 5 games on the trot, as I tweeted out.
No goals conceded. Well,
that makes me in the wrong then as well then, but I don't feel in the wrong. That's nothing to do with gender. It's nothing to do with gender at all. It's just a very, very poor take. And that's their opinion. This is my opinion. That's the club's opinion. Yeah. If you're a player, you've won the league by 10 points.
And you're getting told you won it by COVID.
That's the thing. To have someone say that, I think it's totally out of order. I think you're totally in the right to dismiss that. But anyway, it doesn't matter because...
Sorry, it's just got me on strings.
Bamford in attack.
Leeds are going to the Champions League. Brilliant.
But yeah, mate, I agree. I mean, I'm really disappointed about that. It's been made about...
That's all it is, though, bro. This is the thing, Oscar. If that was Robbie Savage tonight and the club had tweeted it out, nothing would have been said. If anything, people like Rio, etc., would have been giving him stick. You've been done over. But because it's a woman, it's seen as poor. It's seen as poor taste.
I mean, for me,
that's where it's seen, and it shouldn't be like that, bro.
For me, if we're not allowed to criticise Karen Carney, though, to me, that is more sexist. If we just criticise Gabby Agbonlahor and not Karen Carney, we're saying it's not an equal, not equal pundits. For me, Karen Carney is a far better pundit than Gabby Agbonlahor. There's no question about that. There's no question about that at all. And there's a reason Karen Carney is on the TV presenting a game of such high calibre for Amazon Prime, and Gabby Agbonlahor, is working on a radio station and not on TV. There's a reason for that, And I don't think there's any bias of Karen Carney. I don't think she's got any reason to dislike Leeds, unlike Gabby Agbonlahor. I don't see
plays for Chelsea.
Well, yeah, no, there's that, but it's less aggressive than Gary Agbonlahor, who just outright admitted he didn't like us. And there's nothing. I don't see it as that at all. Certainly from my point of view, when I said it in the video, I was just mocking it because it's just a ridiculous, crazy thing to say, and it's insulting to Marcelo Bielsa, who's the 3rd best manager in the world. That's a fact. The 3rd best manager in the world, and you're saying to the 3rd best manager in the world, can you imagine if someone said that to Jurgen Klopp? You only stopped Liverpool's 30-year, what's his name, without a league title because of COVID. Imagine what Jurgen Klopp's reaction to that would be. It wouldn't matter if it was Karen Carney, if it was anyone else. And that's the thing. I think Paul John Smith had it spot on, to be fair. Yeah, it's a 5-0 win. let's just talk about that. Let's start with Illan Meslier, mate. What was your thoughts on the performance tonight?
Illan Meslier, to be fair, and it's unlike me based on previous, I think for me, he was the weakest of the 11 out there, just due to the fact that, no, it's true though, the one West Bromwich Albion shot on target was due to Mellier's poor pass. I know he was left short by, I think, Click, or it might have been Ayling, but he passed it to Calvin, put him in trouble, and Dean Gard nipped in front of him and got the shot. Yes, he made the save, but I think I'm not saying he was weaker than a 7. I think he's just bang average. Meslier wasn't as good as he was last game. His distribution wasn't great. So for me, I would go with a 7 for Meslier.
But I just want to say, just before we do move on, and we will move on after this, if anyone's taken any offence, if Karen Carney's taken any offence from anything we've said, it was not meant in that way at all. I'm sure the club didn't mean it in that way at all. I read Rosani's already tweeted out. There's absolutely nothing to do with it. It's just the fact that it was a poor take. Ben White's even tweeted out. I think you'll notice. Ben White even tweeted out about it.
Nothing's been said.
It's just a poor take. You know what I mean?
And
I'd happily say that to anyone who says that's face, because
I don't for 1 second condone any sort of misogyny, any sort of poor, you know, having a go at Karen Carney in any sort of way. But that's the way it's been perceived, as though Leeds United have tweeted out because she's a woman, which isn't the case. And if people are being misogynist, then that's them, and that's not us. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like I need to defend my club and defend the tweet, because it's nothing to do with gender. And I think all these people that are rising up against Leeds and saying it's poor, and Radrazani is coming out to defend it, is due to the fact that it is a woman. And like you've said, if anything, that's sexist, because it's saying you can't label the same sort of criticism for a poor, uneducated take on Leeds United, because that's what it was. Because even Jimmy as well, and I've tweeted out about Jimmy Floyd fucking no clue Hasselbank. He's actually heard in the clip saying, yes, spot on. Agreeing. As though, yes, we wouldn't have got promoted if it weren't for COVID. Fuck off, Jimmy. No, serious, I'm sick of him. No. I am sick of Jimmy getting gigs as Leeds United's core comms or whatever it may be. Because they keep wheeling him out. Give it Jermaine Beckford. You know.
Hasselbank left the club in a controversial way.
Yeah, I don't know why he keeps getting... It's clear he's not a fan anyway. Like, I don't understand it.
I probably prefer Rio Ferdinand to be on the Leeds game than Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. At least he's not as biased, you know, as in that way. But anyway, let's move on to...
Yeah, let's move on. Sorry.
Well, the Twitter poll for Mr. Illan Meslier has gone... what number are we thinking then, Meslier?
7 or 8, probably 8, but everyone's very, very generous after a Leeds United win. But I'm thinking 7, just due to the fact that he did give a few misplaced passes tonight, and the one shot that West Brom had on target was due to an error. I think if he doesn't make that error, it's even more comical, the fact that we win 5-0 and they don't get any shots on target. So yeah.
Yeah, well, Twitter agrees. Twitter, 58% have gone the old 7 out of 10. Right, let's go on to Stewie Dallas. So Stewie Dallas, my words, he was unreal tonight. Probably, for me, his best performance from full back this season. I mean, going forward especially, he was just a train, wasn't he, down that side of the pitch. He was burning past people, bursts of pace, bursts of energy. I thought, give us a rating for Stewart Dallas, people. Get a rating in for Stewart Dallas. I mean... He was absolutely unbelievable tonight for me, Stewart Dallas. I'm thinking at least 8s or 9s for me. What would you be going down, mate?
Yeah, for Stewart Dallas, look, I think a 9. I said on the watch along, not to name check myself, but just before he assisted the Rafinha goal, I said he's been absolutely fantastic tonight down the right hand side, and he played a lovely 1-2 with Jamie Shackleton, and then give it Rafinha, and obviously Rafinha cut in, and
I didn't mean to flash that up, by the way.
Paul John Smith will be going in. Paul John Smith will be going in. He loves a controversial take, does Paul John Smith.
There's that many comments coming in. I'm just trying to flash them all up, guys. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's
our man, the Calgary White. Our man, the Calgary White. Good supporter of the channel. I thought he was epic tonight, Stewie Dallas. I'd be happy to give him a 9. Especially when you consider how we've been saying he hasn't been that great, Oscar, in the last few games. I thought tonight he was absolutely fantastic, and I'd be happy to give him a 9.
He was one of the ones who just really stood up to the critics. For me, he's got to be a 9, hasn't he? Surely.
Yeah, definitely.
46% have gone 9s, 28% have gone 10s, 23% have gone 8. So I think we're pretty much in agreement there on a 9 out of 10 for Mr. Stewart Dallas. Now, Luke Hayden, let's go on to Luke Hayden. I mean, there's an argument now that Luke Hayden is not only the best fullback at the club, not only the best defender at the football club, is he the best centre-back at the club now?
Well, mate, he's up there and he missed a progressive pass himself. The amount of times he just marauded past 3 or 4 West Brom players and putting it into dangerous areas. He loves that ball into the channel for Bamford a few times as well. He's unbelievable, isn't he? And this is what we're talking about with Bielsa. This is a guy that we picked up from Bristol City for less than, what was it, about 200k?
150k, I think it was. 150k.
You know, he got released from Arsenal, was at Yeovil, then Bristol City. Little Lee Johnson said he didn't fancy him at all in the back three. He's now playing, centre-back in the Premier League, and that's what Bielsa does. And I thought he was, again, fantastic tonight. I thought he even did well in the air tonight, if we're being totally honest. He was actually pretty decent in the air. We can't go 10s, I think if anyone's going to get a 10, it'll be Louis Vla's nemesis, actually, to be fair. If anyone's getting a 10, it'll be Louis Vla's enemy. But yeah, another 9 for me, or maybe an 8. Yeah, maybe an 8. Ailing for England. There's too many good players in his position, isn't there, unfortunately?
Is there? What, a centre-back?
Not as centre-back, sorry, as a right-back, I'm thinking. If you're saying centre-back.
Eric Dyer.
No, fair.
Centre-back or Tyrone Mings. I'll tell you what, there's a question. There's a question at the minute. It's, can you get a place for Hayden in that team? I mean, all right, let's move on to let's see what Twitter said on Luke Hayden. For me, I've got to go 9s as well, on Hayden. 58% have gone 9s. It's pretty conclusive. I'm thinking a 9 for Luke Hayden. That's probably the very best performance at centre back for Luke Hayden.
Especially when you consider him not being a natural centre back and playing the way that he did. Definitely. Let's go for it. Let's give him a 9.
Well, let's go on to our own WWE wrestler, Mr. Pascal Struik. I mean, unbelievable what he's produced the last 2 games. I mean, today I thought he was excellent against Burnley, but today, in the back 4, he showed he can do it. He showed he can play in the back 4. I know, albeit against opposition that never really tried to push forwards, but he won every second ball. Out the back, he was outstanding.
Yeah.
For me, this was another step up on that performance for me against West Brom. This was a really commanding for 90 minutes, just colossal today.
I was really impressed with the way he carried the ball and then was just giving it was just picking out some decent passes into the likes of Rodrigo, who was just popping up all over the shop. I thought Pascal was great tonight, personally, and I think Liam Cooper's going to have a job on getting back in the side. I genuinely believe that, and he's the next VVD. Coming from the same country as Virgil, Pascal is the new VVD.
Well, you know what I mean? He's come out of the Ajax Academy. Look at the centre-backs that have come out of the Ajax Academy. And Mr. Frank de Boer, Roland de Boer, Matthias de Ligt, who's playing for Juventus. I mean, he's in line. He's in line with the famous ball-playing centre-back. I'll tell you what, when he's partnering Virgil van Dijk at the next World Cup, I mean, that'll be the successor to Virgil van Dijk. That's the
great Carly. Love it.
That's what he is. Okay, so what are we thinking? 9s?
Eights, nines. I'm happy with it.
No.
We're going nines. Let's go nines.
If Mr. Progressive Pass is a 9,
True.
then Mr. The Great Khali is a 9. Otherwise, you're getting what's that? What was the Great Khali's signature move? I like the WWE, but I'm not as.
He used to do this.
Oh, that's him. That's who it is.
Or he would do the chop.
Right, okay.
He was such a rubbish wrestler, though, to be fair. It was so bad.
Right, he's a 9. Well, let's go on to All Leeds TV, our own Twitter. I don't know why I said it like that.
What I was going to say.
All Leeds TV said. 1 second, I don't know why I said it like that. Pascal Struick, you have gone for... bear with me. Twitter does the polls so awkwardly where you're trying to read it. Right, Pascal Struick. Oh, I tell you what, it's harsh. 46% have gone 8s.
8s for Pascal.
Disgrace for me.
It is, mate. I think he was signed. I think he was good. And
it's a solid 9 for me.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to... I want to hear Luis Vivar now. I want to hear what he says for Gianni Alioski. But to be fair, I've been critical of Gianni Alioski. I'm not going to hide away from the facts. I've been critical of Gianni Alioski. But if we're giving everyone else a 9, Gianni Alioski has got to be at least a 9 for me tonight.
Was he a 10? Was he a 10?
I mean, the standards for a 10, as we've said, very high. Yeah. For me personally, I still don't think I can give anyone a 10. 10 was Calvin against Everton, where he's just pinging long ball after long ball onto the wing. He's winning everything on the ground. He's just been an absolute colossus. I'm not sure I can say it was that commanding, that level, but he was probably the best of the back four for me. Louise, you're harsh, man. Hey, you can't. You're harsh, mate.
I thought he was fantastic tonight.
Man.
Definitely.
Callum has gone 9. Sam's gone a 10. Sam's gone for it with a 10. Simon's gone for it for a 10 as well. Anonymous Yorkshire's gone a 9. A lot of 9s and 10s here. Defo 10. Jay's gone a 9.25. Lee Lord's gone a 9. I mean, what do you reckon then, mate? I mean, I'm happy to go for 10 if you are, but I'm not sure I can quite give it that level, if that makes sense. I feel really harsh for saying that. It's probably a 9.5. I don't know. I'll go 9.
Let's go 9. We've got to go 9, haven't we?
We've got to be stubborn. We've got to be stubborn and harsh and critical. So let's go 9. Twitter agrees, to be fair. 56% have gone 9s for Mr. Gianni Alioski. A lot of votes tonight, guys, which is good to see. Well, let's go on to Calvin. For me, Calvin tonight was probably his second best performance after Everton. I thought tonight.
Yeah, he was good, wasn't he?
Unreal tonight. Absolutely unreal. These 9s for me. I'm thinking same as Burnley. I'm thinking 9s tonight for me on old Calvin. What would you say to that, mate?
I would agree, mate. 9. I thought he was fantastic again tonight. He was great, wasn't he? He didn't put a foot wrong. I love it when I always know when Leeds are controlling games and playing when he's picking it up in the opposition half. Do you know what I mean? I think he was absolutely fantastic tonight. Dominated, didn't put a foot wrong. You can't get round him when he's playing that
Where
well.
Is our sexy Italian from Rochdale, Giancarlo? Where is he? Giancarlo Palucci with the sexiest name of a Leeds United fan, to be fair. I don't know where he is tonight, to be fair. If you're watching this, Giancarlo, make yourself be known to us anyway in the comments. Twitter, to be fair, mate, on Calvin, they agree with us, to be fair. They've gone a 9. They've gone 52%, they've gone 9s for me. He was just outstanding, wasn't he? He was outstanding tonight.
Yeah.
Let's move it on then. Let's go on to the rest of the midfield. Just ahead of him, Mateusz Klich. For me, in that first half, there was moments in that first half when West Brom were chasing shadows. He was flicking the ball right, he was flicking the ball left. He was just doing he was balling, wasn't he? He was balling. It was like a 5-a-side kind of game for him tonight.
was good.
I'm thinking that was his best performance by an absolute mile since Arsenal for me. I think it was absolutely unreal tonight for me. The only one thing that puts me off going for a 10 is the fact he didn't score. That's the only thing I wouldn't say he didn't score, but I'd go 9.
No, I'm thinking 8, Oscar. I don't think. Yeah, I've seen better. I've seen better Click performances. Did he get an assist tonight?
Yeah, 4th goal. Rodrigo puts the ball across.
Rodrigo, yeah, he did. Yeah. Okay.
No. 8. So he was.
Yeah, it was a lovely
that game. You know.
Yeah, I just think
he ran the game.
I think we're over-egging it though. We're giving everybody bloody 9s. We've only given
5-0, mate. I don't care. I don't care if people think we're being generous.
True. Exactly. Yeah. I'm still going with. I've seen him better. I think. I've seen him better. It was an improvement. What's Twitter saying?
Okay. Well, you've gone to Twitter. It's shocking. It's shocking from Twitter. It's a disgrace from Twitter. 54% have gone 8s.
Yeah, I think that's fair, mate. I think Joe wins this one.
Disgrace. Yeah. That is absolutely shocking. Shocking. Right, let's move on anyway. Fair enough. Mr. Rodrigo Moreno. I mean, for me, I thought he was out of this world.
See, I thought he was better than Click. So I'd be happy to give Rodrigo a 9.
I thought I'd agree he was better, but I still thought they were both out of this world, to be fair. But yeah, Rodrigo 9. I mean, to be fair, I still think the goal's going in. With the 4th goal, I think that's going in the other corner. It's just the fact he's took a deflection. It doesn't look as good, but it's still a top finish, to be fair. He's got power he's got on it. Great run into the box as well. And he was just a monster tonight, wasn't he, Rodrigo Moreno? I mean,
the amount of times like Pascal gave him the ball and he turned and he's banging it out wide. And let's not forget as well, for Rodrigo's goal, he started the move off. He gave it to KP and set on a bursting run to then pick it back up off Click. So I think for me, I'm happy with. I think he was better than Click personally, and I'd say he was a 9 tonight. But I don't know what your thoughts are on Twitter. What I know you're thinking 9s probably. Oscar, everyone's getting 9s from Oscar tonight. I can see it. He's in one of them moves.
We've won 5-0, mate. What more can I say? We've won 5-0.
I've been brought down by the fucking vitriol getting thrown at Leeds United on Twitter. Man, it pisses me off.
Yeah,
I think it's unnecessary.
It's just like because the fact we've won 5-0, people are just getting angry and just like it's just. We kind of are living in people's heads rent free, aren't we, at this moment in time?
I think so, yeah.
It's, well, I'm disappointed by Twitter again tonight, mate, because 56% have gone 8s. 8s. Even more people have gone 8s than they did for Click.
Yeah. Well,
shocking, mate. Shocking. Yeah. It's shocking they have the scenes there, but I guess I'm still standing by 9. I'm still thinking if we're giving Click an 8,
just for the goal, just for the way he made the goal. I thought, I think he was good tonight.
And he's Spain's number 9, so let's give him a 9
anyway.
Yeah,
let's give him a 9. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm tired, man. Christmas has wiped me out. Yeah, sorry,
Let's go to Jack. Let's go to Mr. Jack Harrison. I mean, I thought he was superb tonight. Maybe not quite on the level of Rodrigo. I think I'd probably still say I'm thinking more 8s for Jack Harrison, to be honest. Why not? Why?
I'm not having that. Nah. I thought his goal was absolutely brilliant. He gets a 9 just for that goal. The way he's come inside.
Bamford's the one who plays that ball around the corner. It's a great team goal.
Yeah, but then he's got a lot to do. He does the little turn and bangs it in the top corner. I think he picks up the ball off Alioski on his right foot, knocks it away from Furlong. Furlong's nowhere to be seen. Lovely the 1-2 with Bamford. Turn in the box, top bins. I think for that he gets a 9. I don't know. Am I being too nice? Am I being too nice?
I don't know. Because it's one of those. You think the second half. I mean, this is going to sound mad now saying this, but I can't remember anything Jack touching the ball in the second half. Actually, I genuinely can't think. When I think back to it, I think it was all pretty much Rafinha in the second half, in the last third. But I don't know. I thought the wingers were very, very good tonight. But I'd still say it was the central players, Click, Rodrigo, who really took control of it.
Okay.
But I'm happy to go 9.
Well, what's Twitter saying? What have the people saying? I'm telling you, they're going 9s.
They're going 9s. They're not. They're not actually. I've won one back here. I've won one back. 50.4% have gone 8s.
Let's do it then. Let's give him the 8. Let's give him the 8. Let's give him the 8.
I'm celebrating the fact he's got a lower rating now. It's like it's a victory for the Click one now. That for me. That's a 1-1 now. Right. Let's go on to Rafinha then. I think Rafinha. I actually thought second half he was a lot better than the first. I mean, that goal.
Get this from Lad to Leeds. Do you know what? Actually, I listened to Lad to Leeds this morning. I was thinking I was going to get to listen to 2 episodes, but they've been slacking because they didn't do an episode this morning. They did one the day before. I know, it's not good enough. And they were talking about, I forget which player it was. I just got out of the shower as well. This is what I mean. I'm listening to Lad to Leeds while I'm having my shower. And they gave someone a rating, and I went, I'm not having that. He didn't deserve that rating, and I forget who it was. Oh, it's going to do my head in now as well. Oh, it's going to do my head in. But it's funny, innit? It's funny. We're so generous. Like, Oscar's very generous with this. We are, though, right? Check out Lad to Leeds, by the way.
When we won 5, check them out. They are absolutely superb. I mean, if you want a laugh, a good... Just
daily as well. When they're not slacking, daily, you can listen to them on a morning. Dad and Lad, absolutely brilliant. The Spy in the Sky. What's This? I think that's took a bit of a back burner for a little bit. That's always difficult. What's This?
It is, I was on one the other week. Or was it the other day, actually? It was the other day. I think me and Paddy were on one the other day. And, Oh,
really? Did you know it was you?
Well, it was only the fact they put out it was me on it that I thought, oh, yeah, that's me, that. I'm trying to think when it was.
That's not from What's This, you donut. That's from the Christmas Cracker.
Or whatever. Yeah, I was on it, mate. I was on it, mate.
Lad, Oscar's trying to pretend that he listens to the pod. He clearly doesn't. Oscar's been outed.
So and so.
I'm only joking.
How would I know I was on? How would I know I was not on it if I didn't listen to the podcast?
Because they tagged you in the tweet. Hey, come on. So I listened to your Christmas Cracker, actually. It was a good joke. I can't remember what it was now off the top of my head. It was a good one, though, weren't it? What was it?
What?
The joke on the Christmas Cracker.
Oh, I can't remember now.
It was a good one, though. It was a good one. And your favourite Leeds fact, I see this is my memory, it's normally really bad, was the fact that we were the last English champions, like mine, copying me. And there was another one as well. What was your other stat? What favorite Leeds stat?
Oh God, what was it? The Centenary Cup final, wasn't it?
That was it. Centenary Cup final. Yeah, and your favorite Leeds merch was a signed shirt.
No. So you didn't listen. You didn't.
No,
listen.
I did. It was something that you've had a picture. That you've had signed by all these legends. Like, You didn't say any players actually, but no, it was a good one. I enjoyed it, Oscar. Make sure you check out Oscar on Lad to Leeds. I don't know why I'm pointing over there because it's not over there. There.
I'm here.
Yeah, he's there.
I'm here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, but my favourite one, to be fair, of What's This was the Tash one, and we just didn't get we were like complete. And it was like Leeds are going up, the town are going down. We did not get that.
No.
Honestly, that was like a bloody 2 or 3 weeks until we understood what that one was. But anyway, right.
Who were we up to? Rafinha.
Whoa, Rafinha. Whoa.
I wonder what chant we will come up with.
Something about fish and chips. It's got to be something about fish and chips.
Yeah. I wonder what chant we'll come up with for Rafinha. I mean, some of the chants on the terraces are the best you'll ever hear. I loved it. I'll never forget Stop Crying Frank Lampard. That was just beautiful, wasn't it? How good was that chant?
Because his job is under threat, as we hear today. He's got 2 games to save his job, apparently. But anyway,
you can't spend that kind of money, can you? And what is it, 2-3 points or something out of a possible 15 or whatever it was? It's quite laughable, really. But there you go. That's Frank Lampard. Stop crying, Frank Lampard. Boo-hoo. That's on Lad to Leeds as well. Sorry, this is all about Lad to Leeds right now, isn't it?
Just listen to him. Listen to him, guys. Listen to him.
Listen to him.
Right, Rafinha. I think we're going giving Jack Harrison an 8. Rafinha the same? Just for the goal. I mean, to be fair, first half I thought he was probably our quietest player, but then second half
he wasn't as pivotal, because when we see Lee Peltier playing, I was like, Rafinha's going to be licking his lips. He's going to give him he's going to tear him a new one. It didn't really happen like that. But his goal was absolutely unreal, wasn't it? It was a beauty.
It kind of gets ignored because we're like 4-0 up at the time. But if that's at 0-0 and he's producing that, it's like
he's getting 10s, isn't he?
You know what I mean? No question about it. I mean, well, Rafinha. Wow. Now this is a surprise. Now we're being harsh on Rafinha. 50% have gone 9s.
9s, yeah. But no, you make a good point, right? If you compare him with Jack Harrison, what was the difference?
I thought they were equal, to be honest. I thought Harrison was better first half. Rafinha was better second half. It was quite a perfect combination. And I thought they both did really well. I think Peltier, to be fair, first 30 minutes did quite well against Rafinha. Got more and more sloppy, and Rafinha just took advantage, really. And we won 5-0 as the record.
What about that pass though when he nearly wiped out Calvin, where he nearly took his head off his shoulders?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Actually, that's that could have been like a Calvin out for like the rest of the season. I don't know what he was trying to do. I mean, it's just the dodge of Calvin was just incredible. I mean, now we got out of the way that quick, but okay. Patrick Bamford.
Are we giving Rafinha a score?
8.
We're going 8s. I think 8s as well.
If we give him an 8 and then 8, so let's give him an 8. Patrick Bamford, that pass for the third goal.
Yeah. It was, wasn't it? Do you know what? I got a little bit passionate on my post-match. Make sure you check out our post-match videos that are live now as well, guys, both mine and Oscar's. I got a bit passionate on mine because I took a load of stick. Obviously, I live in the Northeast now, and I have a lot of friends that are Borough season ticket holders. And they gave me grief because what we paid for him and how he started. But now, he's the complete centre forward. He's absolutely unreal. He's found his level in the Premier League. And for me, he's just brilliant. I think he's class. And the way that he's so technically good, and the weight of the passing into Harrison. I thought he could have had a goal tonight as well if it weren't for Branislav Ivanovic, the block that took it for a corner. I think if that's not blocked, I think it maybe ends up in the back of the net. I just think he's so good. Was he amazing tonight? Was he Rodrigo levels, etc.? The 9s, was he Alioski levels? No. 8, 7.
7? Really?
Well, I think we're being very generous, Oscar. I know we won 5-0, but we're putting ourselves at a level where it's like.
But if Ivanovic doesn't get that block, it's a stunning block.
Assistant goal.
He's getting himself a goal. I mean, that third goal is all for me. The biggest part of it is Bamford, not just the pass, but the fact he played it first time. Because if he doesn't play it first time, we can't open him. When you're playing a compact, slow block, again, my man Darren Driver, as he said, you've got to move around quickly. And that's what exactly Bamford did. He played that pass first time through Ajayi, and it puts Harrison through on goal. And I was trying to think. Obviously, I just thought it was just so. I mean, that time as well when he just skipped past Ivanovic and. I thought he was a monster tonight, Patrick Bamford, to be honest. So I know what you mean. I think he's had better games, but I don't know. 7 seems a bit harsh to me, mate. I don't know. But do you want to go to Twitter?
Let's go to Twitter. Let the people speak. Let the people
feels
speak.
Generous. 7 feels harsh to me, but I don't know. Let's go Twitter. Let's just see whatever Twitter says we go with, I reckon. 1 second. Bear with me. Oh, it's gone to the bottom of the screen again. Technical issues here. Right. Patrick Bamford. 62% have gone 8s for Patrick Bamford.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go with the people. The people have spoken. Like Mickey Moo says, I think we're being very, very generous tonight.
We've won 5-0.
That's why I'm passing on the buck. I'm passing on the buck to Twitter.
We've won 5-0, though.
Yeah, it's true. We have one, and we were brilliant, weren't we? We were brilliant. Lad to Leeds, I think Bamford is turning into a real leader for the team. Spectacular on the pitch, but off it, he's a real talisman. Some of those post-match interviews he's doing equals leader. Yeah, that's true as well. Captain, maybe?
Yeah, I think there's the thing I say about Patrick Bamford is his mentality is superb. I think Lewis mentioned it, not last night's video. He's mentioned it before on other when we've had Lewis on before. I'm not sure exactly what video it was, but the mentality Patrick Bamford's showing in his Leeds career to come back from that Derby playoff semi-final. Well, let's be honest, a large percentage, probably 75% of the fans of the club would have said sell Bamford in the summer, and that's a fact.
Yeah,
at that
I would have.
Time, I said it. I said it as well. And I think all three of us at the time. I think Connor said it as well. I think all three of us on the same video said the same thing separately, and it was fair at the time. You know, he got himself the ban against Villa. And the end of the season, you know, Bamford was part of that in terms of where it went wrong. But to bounce back last season, you know, top scorer last season. Yes, he missed a lot of chances. XG. You know, it was in the 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Darren. Sorry, John from All Stats, aren't we? Sorry, All Stats.
I didn't know XG was a thing until last season.
I didn't really pay attention to it until All Stats, aren't we? The podcast.
Yeah, no, they were the ones that brought it into me, and I couldn't fathom it. And I used to be going, "What they're talking about?"
I think XG, it doesn't take into consideration a lot of things, really. You know, the fact is that Bamford has the same chance of scoring according to XG as what Johnny Evans would in a chance. That's not to pick on Johnny Evans, but you know what I mean. If you're thinking, how can that be the case? You know,
exactly.
There's so many things you can't objectify football in that way for me. But anyway, for me, Paddy Bamford to come back from the criticism last season. Remember that Forest away game when we lost 2-0 and Forest got promoted. I mean, he was getting sick.
When Forest got promoted.
Sorry, I think Dor might even be watching this, but my man Dor and Dor might be watching this. But
it's so funny though, isn't it? You make a good point because remember Derby and we remember Sheff Wednesday, and where are they both now? Both in the relegation zone, in the mud. Let's hope they all go down. Let's hope they all go down. Ben Whitehead as well says, Joe, you look shattered. Take a break if you need one. It's not all Leeds TV, mate. It's having 3 kids. Unfortunately, I can't take a break from them as much as I'd love to. I can't wait till they're 18 already. Harry is only 2 as well, so I've got a long wait. But there you go. Disclaimer: don't have kids. I'm only joking, by the way. I'm just really tired all the time, mate. It is what it is. Substitutions.
Substitutions. Right. So. First one was Mr. Jamie Shackleson, who came on for Click. I thought he did okay. You know, obviously nothing like what the starting players were. He wasn't like at that kind of level, and it was difficult to come on at that point. But
I don't think a lot went through him. Like I said in my post-match, it didn't go on his side, although he wasn't playing on a side because he was playing in the centre of midfield. But I just didn't see a lot go through him. However, for the Rafinha goal, he did play a nice, lovely 1-2 with Dallas, and Dallas gave it to Rafinha before he cut inside. So there is that.
I thought he was good. I wouldn't say he was. Yeah, I think he won that ball off Pereira as well in the second half.
He did. Yeah.
It was like taking candy off a baby. In terms of how he took it off him, quick break, and then we were away. And I'm happy enough to say a 7. I thought he was good. Obviously not to the same extent as the other midfielders, but I thought he was good when he came
nice, Oscar. It was nice to see him come in his proper position.
He looks better than Dallas in that position, and Dallas looks better right back.
Yeah.
I think that's the proof in the if you are going to criticise, that's the thing that annoys me when people criticise Bielsa. There's a clear criticism there to say, why is Bielsa playing Dallas in centre midfield? But they picked something completely irrelevant. I mean, if you're going to criticise him, and criticise him for something that there could be some you know what I mean, kind of thing. Yeah, this is the thing that does me head in sometimes with it. Like, they don't actually watch the games. They don't actually pay attention to what's happening on the pitch. But anyway, look, you saw tonight they swapped roles, and it works to perfection, didn't it? It worked to perfection, and it looked really good. I thought a 7 for Shackleson. Twitter is saying 7s as well, to be fair. So I think that's pretty conclusive. Pablo Hernandez, for me, I thought was really good when he came on. I mean, his combination play, I thought he was our best player of the second half, to be honest. And I know we can't really go more than an 8 because he only played like half an hour, but I thought it was an 8, to be honest.
I don't think he was an 8, mate. No, I think you're being far too generous. I think he was a 7.
That lovely little exchange.
He was pulling the strings, but...
Pulling the strings? I mean, he was just making things happen, wasn't he? I mean, some of the stuff he was doing with Dallas on that side
of the pitch. He's on a different planet tonight. I know we've won 5-0, but he's wanting to give everyone 15s out of 10s.
I thought he was really good when he came on, Pablo. I thought he was really good. And the fact is, I thought he was our best player that second half. The combination play between him and Dallas on that side of the pitch, he's playing little one-touch passing, around the fullback. And he was just on a, in terms of West Brom, they could not get near him. They couldn't get near him, and he was just taking the mick. Like Click, not to the same extent as Click and Rodrigo for me, but I just thought our midfield was out of this world tonight, and I think that's what's won us the game. Because to be fair, it was a 5-0, but I reckon, just to quote XG, I don't reckon our XG are being that high because we didn't actually have that many chances. We just took it.
I don't know why you're saying it. I don't know what it is. What does it mean?
The expected, I don't know. It's the expected value. I don't know. Yeah,
we're having fun. No, but
anyway,
I think it's a substitution. He didn't have a Newcastle style impact.
No, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, we probably gave him a 9 maybe on that.
Twitter agrees with you there, mate. Twitter agrees with the 7. I'm happy to go with the 7.
Yeah, I'm the man of the people.
Right, last one before we head off.
Right, let's move on.
Costa, Costa didn't play enough minutes to rate. He only played 9 minutes.
Yeah, he's still shit.
We're playing 5-0.
No, but he didn't do. Did he? He didn't have time to do. I said in my post match. It's nice to see him come on and obviously get a bit of that confidence. But he didn't really do all. He got the ball once maybe and tried to get round. I think Peltier, but it was. Yeah, no, he didn't really have much of an impact too. I'm joking. We can't rate him. We can't rate him really. I don't think he had too much time on the pitch. To be fair, yeah. Lad to Leeds have gone Costa 9, but still crap.
Dreadful.
I think that's harsh, Sean. I think Sean's got an agenda.
Not as bad as Louise is on the Oscars there.
Louis Vla, if you're still watching, how are you feeling tonight seeing Gianni Alioski get the man of the match and receive 9s from the lads at All Leeds TV? You've got to take your medicine when it's given to you. I mean, listen, I'd still say against Tottenham, I think if you could give me a proper left back, I'd take it right now, regardless of his last performance. Because I think
against Son and Bergwijn, he'll be fine. Bale's injured, so there's no problem.
Yeah. Well, he isn't even getting a game, is it? But I'm nervous about the weekend. But this is the thing, innit? This is what I tried to say, Oscar, is that we win these games, then these are free hits. And if we get spanked, which we could well do, because let's be honest, Man United are good, but Tottenham in front of goal are a different kettle of fish. They've got Kane and Son.
Mm-hmm. But what I would say is that
Kane and Son.
I think Mourinho, the last couple of weeks especially,
Kane and Son.
Talking to Matt about this, and
Kane and Son.
Yeah, I know there's that. There's definitely that. But they've been negative though. Last couple of weeks. When they've gone 1 up, they've tended to then sit back and. we might only lose 1-0, is what I'm saying. It might be one of those, and then it gets hailed as a Mourinho masterclass. But anyway, mate, I'm going to have to head off. I need a bit of the old sleep anyway. But
okay. I thought you were going to say something else. Then I was worried. Okay.
Well, I can guess what you're going to say, but we won't say it on there.
No. Thank you as always for everyone that watches All Leeds TV. It's been a great night tonight. We've had a great chat. Oh, we need to rate one more. We need to rate Romain Sawyers for that finish. It was a beauty.
Romain Sawyers tonight.
It's a great finish, wasn't it?
I think Romain Sawyers is a decent player, but that was probably one of the worst individual performances against Leeds. I think, honestly, he was
He got for the stars every time.
It was this season. I can't think of a worse performance than that against us. To be fair, other than maybe, to be fair, Alexander-Arnold against us was pretty terrible, wasn't he? For Liverpool, he was shocking tonight. Romain Sawyers. It was a terrible performance from him, and I think obviously, but yeah, I don't know, 2, 3, but for us, probably about a 10.
10. I was going to say 2, 3, 10. Yeah, 10. But no, listen, All Leeds TV, keep it locked as per. Make sure you watch our post-match videos if you haven't already, please. Yeah, that'd be greatly appreciated. And on your way out, please smash a like on the video, even if you don't like it. Just smash a like on the video, because it helps. What have we got next? We've got tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We're going to do an opposition pre-match chat live. We've got Elena from Lily White's TV and Matt Hayes from the Tottenham blog. So they're going to come on and do that. Then me and Oscar will do a live pre-match Thursday. Then Friday we've got Before the Whistle Blows. Then Saturday we get spanked by Tottenham. So there we go. Keep it locked. I don't like this at all. The fact that Oscar's got a 10 and I've got a 9 because he needs some rest. Yeah, I do actually. I'm really, really tired. So I will do that. And I'm also knocked off with the thing, and I shouldn't be because we've won by 5 goals. But I just think Leeds are going to take a lot of unnecessary flack over the next few days after seeing the outcry from the world's media. And I think it's unfair, if I'm being totally honest. So, yeah. But it's what it is. No one likes us anyway, so this just gives them more ammunition. And if we're being honest, Leeds United fans that are still staying here, do we care? No. Do we like the fact that we're not liked? Yes. Do we like the Dirty Leeds tag, if we're being honest with ourselves? Yes. So it's all right. Hate us more, because we would just be more together, more cohesive, and then when we're winning games, we get to have our day in the sun and rub it in more, because that's what we like to do. And that's all the club have done tonight. Because they've been given unnecessary, incorrect, poor journal. Think about the players, think about Bielsa, think about all the coaching staff, think about Radrizzani that are being told, basically you only won an award because of COVID. It's not true. It's not true. But sorry, Oscar needs to go. He needs Kip and I need Kip. So I'm going to shut up now. And I'll leave it there. No one likes us, but we don't care. Dirty Leeds, Dirty Leeds, Dirty Leeds. And yes, if you like Rush Wars, Smelly Leeds, we don't care. Who do you support? Tell me who you support. Come on. Let us know in the comments, Rush Wars. Quickly, because we need to go. Who do you support? Come on. It's all gone quiet over there. No comments from Rush Wars. There we go. Joe just went from a 9 to a 10. That is class. Yeah. This is the awkward bit where we end the stream. Let's do it now because Rush Wars hasn't come back. Obviously left. Peace out. Love yous. See you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We'll do that awkward bit now where we end the stream. Oh, there we go. That says it all.